Hello! Hello! We're playing Dragon Age Origins. We'll be doing the main campaign this time, none of the side campaigns. We're gonna get right in it. But with a little bit of a twist. We'll get into more detail on that later. Right, new game, Dragon Age Origins. I'm gonna watch this cutscene in silence. What a fucking awesome, like, opening quote.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Awesome. I like that intro cutscene a lot. I do. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, men. I've got a very particular idea of where I want this character to go. Gonna be a dude, a warrior. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, warrior. Born to wealth and power, second only to royalty, you find your training in both diplomacy and battle put to the test as your brother leads the bulk of your family's forces to war in the south. Cool. The sensitivity on my mouse is freaking out. Aces. Greetings. We're gonna go Baldy McScary Eyes here. God, I got a thick neck. Yeah, you know, character customization. This always takes forever. This is gonna. I'm not running any... I'm a noble, I wouldn't have tattoos. God, I got a thick neck. Sorry, I just can't get over it. With 2 C's, that neck is. Sure, why not? Big old bushy brows. I'm pretty sure I killed this man in Kingdom Come Deliverance, but... Oh boy. Can make this unfortunate sap. Nah, stubble will be good enough. I am a noble man. A man who is noble. So I should probably be completely clean cut, but, whatever. Eye size. Ah, yes. The hammerheads of the Kuzlin family. I know them well. Hold on, if we could just put that a little... Yeah, there we go. Alright, we should stop fucking around. Your game is running better on the capture than it is... Other than it being a bit dark. Yeah, other than it being a bit dark, because it's not actually capturing... Green? Yeah, sure, why not? Brow height, I don't think that really matters. Eye spacing, eye size. Well, we're actually going to decrease the size of his eyes somewhat. Doesn't fuck me, eyes. Guess that'll have to be good enough. I'm kind of partial to these ones, actually. He's not supposed to be the most handsome guy on the planet. Not supposed to be, you know, hilariously ugly either, though. It's a big nose. These are all kind of, you know, honking schnozzes, though. Oh, that's only that bridge, huh? It's kind of absurd to me that you can make the noses even bigger. Nose depth, they're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, fine, whatever. Somebody's hacking their brains out outside my door. That's great. 'Tis the season, I suppose. Not really feeling that. Put that a little bit wider, maybe. Put the nostrils a little wider. God, this guy just looks silly. You're never gonna really see up close to him that often. Muth. This is the most important part. Gonna give him a big old DSL. Oh my goodness. Those weren't actually as big as I thought they would be. They were actually quite sensible, just not for a man of his complexion, so to speak. Stop moving, dude. God, it's fucking personal peeve of mine. Characters don't stop fucking moving when you're in character customization. Like, no, I just need to see a certain angle, and it's like they want to evade it at all possible avenues. There we go. Give him a big old block chin. Sure, why not? Put the mouth a few ticks lower. Whoa! Said a few ticks. I wasn't expecting to go all the way down. Jeez. Neck. Well, the neck thickness. There we go. I look like a worm. There we go. You know what they say about a guy with a thick neck? He pays too much for scarves. Ears. I don't care about the ears. I don't know why the game's running like it is. I don't believe you. I like that. I like that portrait a lot. That is a good portrait. Alright, can I move him up so that way he's not wholly in the frame? Not really. He looks like he's just a little bit too lost in thought. I think that's supposed to be him smiling. There we go. Smarmy motherfucker.
No, it is gone. I must try another tactic. Excuse me.
How do you do?
Oops, where's my head?
New weapon. Coming through.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. Well, this is odd.
Greetings. I've lost my concentration. This weapon does nothing. Charmed, I'm sure. Ah, there went the spell. Greetings.
Ah, my spell! What does it take to kill these things?
How do you do?
Right, casting. Focus.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work.
Greetings. I have lost concentration.
I guess we're gonna go with Wise. And I'm gonna be... I guess Aiden is fine. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Whatever. It'll be fine. Next. I don't care about this. This is all gonna be undone when I get into the game anyway. I mean, what? I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll tell you what I should do. I should record the screen instead of the game. It doesn't matter what I select here. Difficulty normal. It'll be fine. That's what I beat the,
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather serve the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and you can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay.
God, sweet mustache for the guy on the
No.
right of
Appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us
Dude,
all
bro.
scrapped, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
I'm just gonna move my drink out of the way so that way it's not covering up my dialogue. Boy, there's really no desk space left. There we go. Is your family here, or how?
Oh no, I left them in Emerald. Well, away from the south. They do send their best wishes. My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
She's a bit younger than I am.
Oh, as you get older, those years make less difference. A lesson often hard won.
I doubt he'll be receptive, Hal. My fierce boy has his own mind these days, may God bless his heart.
As uniquely talented as his father, I'm sure.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'll do my best.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away? Yes.
No.
There's also someone you must meet.
No, I don't.
Please, show Duncan.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrion Kuzlan.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They defeated the Darkspawn long ago.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning...
Impossible to please any of you people.
Half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilman.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I have other duties to attend to anyway.
Well, Duncan, he is not interested. So unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription...
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is he?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I
Well, he's my nephew.
We'll talk soon.
Anywho. We're gonna level up here. So it's respect me. And it's told me that I'm a mage, even though I clearly selected a warrior at the beginning of the game. That portrait is gonna get me every time. Anyways. So. I had this idea that the Darkspawn Chronicles that I played were actually a vision that this guy was getting. I had this idea and I really liked it. I'm gonna roll with it. An apostate mage raised to really hide his powers to a certain degree and to always, hide them whenever he can to what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is he was raised as an apostate mage. He hid his powers constantly. He still is. He still will. But his training was more varied and whatnot, and he'll be fighting more like a warrior to begin with. And we'll be making many decisions based on a noble-born and raised apostate mage. So we're not going to be just flaunting around our magical abilities constantly. Not initially, at least. Not while people still know who we are. Willpower is going to be at 16. The reason why willpower is more than magic is because I consider willpower to be more of a... You can just have it, and magic is more of a learned thing, so he doesn't really have much of a thing with magic because of his training. His training was to hide and resist magical influences, not to use them. Character is influential enough. Yes. I am a noble-born. Of course, I'll have training in diplomacy and combat. This is where Spell Wisp, that could easily be hidden away as that could easily just say that this is an enchanted weapon or whatever, and the most uninundated with magic would believe that. We're gonna have rock armor because although there's a visual effect in game, there isn't in lore. That makes sense. In Arcane Bolt because it's literally the most basic spell on the planet. Most of my abilities will be focused towards buffs and not offense. Buffs and healing. Because, to begin with, at least till we get to a certain point in the story, I don't know when, but eventually. Alright. Where the hell? Kitchen, pantry, whatever, don't care about any of that. I'll figure it out just by walking around.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Nana's just blowing off steam. She's always been like that.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having
Whoops,
an
didn't actually mute the mic. Sorry. He knows better than to hurt anybody.
I'm not willing to test that.
You have a sword.
Quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Okie doke.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
So in conversation, we'll be very polite, more or less withdrawn. Gonna have maximum expand bar here. Excuse me. I needed to be put in that slot. Thank you. Bark, bark. Yeah. Excuse me.
Shall be done.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Don't forget who signs your paycheck. Perhaps you should lock your larder tighter.
If I locked it any tighter, we couldn't get in.
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the Turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Please. We'll get the dog. Calm down.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Quit yelling at the help, Nan. Pupper. What an ugly dog.
Look at that mess. How did he even get in?
God, they're dumb looking. I love the Mabari. They're like, they just look so cluelessly. You trying to tell me something, boy? Timmy's stuck down the well.
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Please enter a name for the dog. Well, he's gonna be Doggo, of course. Oh my god. Why is the combat music so much more loud than the... well, than anything else? Well, I'm sure Sir Gilmore would be privy to the information of me being a mage. No need to push it. That's a lot of fucking rats. That's what I'm wondering.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell.
We are
Yet
coated
must
in
have
blood.
chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Those were very large rats.
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari Wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari one in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Okay. Got a codex. Doggo. Bari clever not to speak and wise enough to know not to. Clever enough to speak and wise enough to know not to. Aiden's Warhound is a pedigree older than Highever and a penchant for driving cooks to distraction. Oh boy, I'm gonna let you guys pause and read these. Deep mushroom. I'm sorry, what the hell was that? I saw a sword in my inventory. Oh. Requires 31 strength. Neat.
It shall be done.
It shall be done. Oh,
There
Nan.
he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
He was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They were large and gray.
Shreds they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
My faithful warhound made sure it was safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms.
You're not even looking at him.
Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Thank you, ma'am. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
There's a lot of rats in there.
Hold our strong army in the south.
Gonna real quick, video. No. Where would it be? Audio, maybe? No. Subtitles. There we go. It's a whole drop-down menu. That's why I was missing it.
Sure, we will serve you while the Terran is away.
The castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It'll be so empty.
It'll be fine. Give you an opportunity to clean those Insufficient skill. Oh, I'm not coated in blood anymore. Clean all those spots that are so easily
Good evening, my lord.
trampled on, frequently trampled on, that's the term.
Shall be done.
Gonna do a once-over of the estate. See if there are any lore books or anything. Can't break into the armory because I'm not a rogue. I'll go into more detail about what character archetypes and whatnot I like to play as. Hello, miss.
We will serve you while the Terran is away.
I don't like the way you say that. No lore at all. Come on, I want the free experience. Come on. Don't do me dirty like this. Chest. It's locked. Son of a bitch.
Good evening, my lord.
It's to say, lockpicking is such a useful skill that it's always worth having a rogue in your...
Good evening, my lord.
evening. It's always worth having a rogue in your party. Oh, I'm gonna do a save so I don't have to do all that crap again. Castle Kuzlins. Yeah, that's good enough. Chapel.
Maker, prepare
Guess he would be
the way for
raised.
us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
So, character is obviously raised a noble, was probably raised the Chantry. Given his status as an apostate, probably a little bit cynical, but he knows better than to show that. Yeah, sure.
Please, child, call me Malone. I've known you since you were a
Really? You look like you're the same age as me.
creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need. Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be. Your faith is silent tonight. I hope you are just deep in reflection. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me. It is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms.
Whatever.
Talk once the soldiers have departed.
That's, about what? Reading the good book. Book. Looks more like shelf, but okay. Book. Let me select the damn book. There we go. Alright, nothing else I'm missing. Aces. There's a guard post in the study. You get experience. As you can see down here, that's my experience bar. You get experience for...
Good evening, my lord. Very well.
Son of a gun. For Looky Lewin. Getting codex entries and whatnot.
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Playing cards.
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
I like how that guy in front of him just doesn't give a shit.
We appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
Nothing in there. Son of a gun. I can't ignore it forever. Gonna have to go talk to my mom and... What's his face? Fergus. Brutta.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history. Do we have to? History's boring.
How
Boys,
fucking
are
dare you?
referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
It's alright. It is boring.
I see you haven't changed. Perhaps it would benefit you to join our lesson.
I'm, busy.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now? Silence. I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
I have a different interaction with Aldous every time I play the game. Anyways, where the book's at? Yo, Aldous, where the book's at? I mean, I know they're all over, but that's not exactly the point. 'Tis begun. Mr. Ferelden, Chapter 2. What does the librarian have to say?
Good evening.
Absolutely fuck all. Well,
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king.
aren't you supposed to be Orlesian? Anyways.
I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
Nana's back to work.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spare saddle.
It's good to see you again, m'lady.
You're too kind, dear.
Tips Fedora.
Didn't I spend half the
I hate
salon shamelessly flirting with
I
you?
just,
Right in front of your family, too.
My son, Lyron. He's riding with his father.
oh, he'll die around, all right.
Lord.
And you?
And this is my lady in waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord.
Your eyes are very bright.
Wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your land.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Can I go?
Of course, darling. You must have many things to do before Fergus and your father leave.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
You know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Why is everybody jumping to that?
Keep it that way. You've enough to do here at the castle without chasing Darkspawn.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
As do I.
The vivid vision of the Darkspawn killing Denerim would help.
All the assurances in the world don't comfort me. But it wouldn't help for us to take up arms.
God, I'm a weird looking dude.
Fergus and your father have their duty and we have ours.
Okay.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
Probably the bad feelings. Love you too, Mom.
Do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Go to the study. Go chat up with that elf lady. I mean, what? I'm not doing anything, Mom. It's not your business. Yeah, I'll talk to Dyron too.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
It was my grandfather's, but I come here often to read.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
Good choice. Timaeus' theory on the nature of dragons and how they connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing. Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. Qualified squire, more or less. I'll care for his horse and armor and such. It's quite an honor.
Try not to sound too excited. Will you actually fight?
I hope so. I admit to trepidation about facing Darkspawn.
Oh, that's
but
reasonable.
I can't imagine an opponent more worthy of defeat.
Do you know anything about the Grey Wardens?
No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him?
I have.
I joined the Grey Wardens in a heartbeat. Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever? Becoming a hero?
Dying young.
I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command.
No, I should go.
Of course, my lord. I am sure you have much to do yet.
Neat. Are there more books in here now that... No, okay. Hello, ma'am.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent.
Covered in blood. Bark!
Once again, my lord.
Good evening.
Farewell, my lord.
Oh,
Good luck on
I guess
all
that is a
your
goodbye,
endeavors
yeah.
in the coming months. I imagine it shall be very difficult.
I guess that is a goodbye. I don't know why I thought otherwise. Well, I cut that conversation short by being awkward around women. Just like real life.
Good evening, my lord.
Locked. Are these both locked? Yeah, they're both locked. Locked. Open. Where I need to go. I'm gonna go here first, though. Nothing. Sorry, nothing.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
Sword?
Oren. I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Boy, I'm a weird looking dude. I've almost got Habsburg chin. I just realized. Which makes sense, I am a noble born. But... Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day.
Son of a bitch. A good shield would be more useful, mother.
And make us sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Christ, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
You'll need more protecting than her.
I agree. Especially if you get yourself hurt. I will never forgive you.
Now that is a good incentive, wouldn't you say?
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Nah. Suppose I could have talked to them, but whatever. We need to get the story moving along finally. Got 44 minutes of doing fuck all. Mark. Boy, I have an awfully clean chest. Uh-oh. Someone out there? Based on what I just heard, yeah, I'd say there's more than just someone out there.
My lord, help me! The castle is under attack!
Ah! My ears! Why? Great, I gotta punch these guys to death. He's shooting me through the door. Hacks. A small grease trap, but I don't know how to use traps, so... No, there's nobody here. Yeah, nobody's gonna notice if I just do a little bit of, a little bit of that. Go into the inventory and actually put on some damn pants, since the game felt the need to take it away from me. Oh no, we're under attack by Howmen. How soldiers. Gasp. Doggo leveled up. I don't know if this is like Knights of the Old Republic wherein you need to always be on an even interval to get bonuses from shit. I ain't telling you shit. Eat dick, asshole.
Darling.
What are you wearing, Mom?
And I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
What the hell?
The scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are How's men. Why would they attack us? You don't think How's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself.
Damn,
Did you see
Mom.
your father? He never came to bed. We must find him.
Battle's downstairs.
Fight our way to him. Your father needs us both. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now
Sword?
let's go.
I shall do it.
Mace. Most useful. Excuse me.
It shall be done.
Mom, do you know how to pick locks? Oh, Jesus. I mean, Maker's Breath.
No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Someone who clearly doesn't give a fuck?
I was not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Okay. There's nothing in here? This is just to see my family members being killed. Alright, cool. Aces. My favorite.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings.
She is a warrior. Son of a bitch.
Is it in that trunk?
love to get into that chest proper, but whatever. Well, we're going to have to leave the resolution of this to next time, because I've got to take care of business. It's almost the morning. I got shit to do. Goodbye.